When someone feels sad, you're always there to listen. But when you feel sad, do you ever stop and listen to yourself? We learn how to understand others, but rarely do we pause to ask ourselves, how am I really feeling today? What do I truly need right now? If your relationship with yourself were a friendship, how do you think that friend would feel about you right now? Maybe it's been a while since you truly spent time with them, just sitting still, breathing, and listening. In today's episode, I want to talk with you about the most important relationship we often forget, the relationship we have with ourselves. Because when that relationship becomes warm and gentle, every other relationship around us also starts to heal and flow with ease. Hi, I'm Wendy, and this is the Heal and Grow podcast, a place where we can walk together and slowly grow into the brightest version of ourselves. And maybe one of the most beautiful ways to start rebuilding your relationship with yourself is to learn how to say no. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But for many of us, it's one of the hardest things to do. We're afraid of disappointing people, afraid of being seen as selfish, afraid of losing love or approval. So we nod and say yes to things that drain us. We smile when we're tired. We agree, just because we don't want anyone to be upset. But each time we do that, we drift a little further away from ourselves. The truth is, not everyone will understand that you're trying to help. Some people, no matter how much you give, will only see what you haven't done. And if you keep trying to prove that you're good, you might forget something far more important. Are you being good to yourself? Sometimes learning to say no is an act of courage. The courage to walk away from relationships that exhaust you. The courage to put down the weight of always trying to please. The courage to choose peace over approval. Toxic relationships often follow the same loop. You give, they take. You endure, they expect. And that cycle only ends when you finally stop and say no. Saying no isn't selfish. It's giving yourself the right to be at peace. Every time you say no to what hurts you, you're saying yes to your self-respect, your energy, and your emotional safety. Because you can't truly heal if you keep pouring your energy into people who drain it. Learning to say no is learning to protect your energy, so you can give it to the people and things that truly deserve it. Each time you say no to negativity, you make space for something better to enter. A kinder person, a calmer day, or simply your own peace returning to you. So if you're learning to say no right now, please remember, you're not alone. You're simply learning to choose yourself. And that, my friend, is one of the bravest things you'll ever do on this journey of growing up. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to keep promises to other people, and yet how often we break the ones we make to ourselves? We promise to sleep early, then end up scrolling on our phones until midnight. We promise to rest, but take on more work because we don't want to disappoint anyone. We promise to take care of ourselves, and still, that promise somehow ends up at the bottom of our list. Over time, something happens quietly inside us. We stop trusting ourselves. It's like having a friend who keeps saying they'll show up, but never does. Eventually, you start to doubt them, and that's exactly what happens within us too. But keeping promises to yourself doesn't have to be something big or dramatic. You don't need to change your life overnight. Sometimes it's as small as saying, tonight, I'll go to bed early. Tomorrow, I'll take a 15-minute walk. After lunch, I'll turn off my phone for 10 minutes to just breathe. Every time you follow through, even in the smallest way, you're sending yourself a quiet message. You can trust me. I won't abandon you again. And from those small promises, you begin rebuilding the most important kind of trust, the trust between you and yourself. A healthy relationship with yourself doesn't begin when someone else loves you. It begins when you start being trustworthy in your own eyes, keeping promises to yourself. It's not about discipline. It's an act of love. Sometimes loving yourself isn't just about taking care of yourself, but about having the courage to stay with the emotions you once tried to escape. Because if you keep running away from your sadness, you're also running away from a part of who you are. We can't truly be strong if we're still running away from our own emotions. So maybe the goal isn't to always be happy, but to learn to accept every part of ourselves, even the sadness, the fear, and all the uncomfortable feelings that come with being human. You know, in life there will be sunny days and rainy days, moments of joy and moments of sadness, but in the end, both happiness and sadness are just emotions. They're all part of being human. When you learn to accept every feeling, instead of running away from it, you start to realize that each emotion carries a message. Pain helps us grow. Discomfort teaches us awareness. And sadness reminds us to appreciate peace when it returns. Most of us grow through things that hurt, through disappointments, heartbreaks, and the moments we never expected. Without them, we would never discover our own strength. And here's the thing. The more you resist your negative emotions, the more power you give them. Whatever you focus on grows. When you fight your sadness, you feed it. But when you stop running, when you just sit with it, breathe, and listen, it slowly softens and fades. When you no longer fear or reject your darker feelings, you become more confident, more grounded, and more compassionate toward yourself. You stop trying to erase parts of who you are and start understanding why they exist. Because when you allow your emotions to simply be, you give yourself the space to heal. You begin to feel lighter, calmer, and your heart opens up again. And maybe that's the real gift of pain. Once you've been through it, you can truly empathize with others. And it's that empathy, that gentle understanding, that builds real, meaningful connections. Have you ever felt like you're falling behind? You look around, and someone seems to have a better job, a happier relationship, a more stable life than yours. And in those moments, you start to feel small. You wonder why your life feels so slow, so quiet, and sometimes why you feel so insignificant. But you know, every flower has its own season. No one blooms all at once. And just because you haven't bloomed yet doesn't mean you never will. We're all on our own unique journey, with different rhythms, lessons, and challenges. Some people move fast. Some take their time. Some arrive early. Others need a little longer to find their way. And that's okay. Comparison only drains you. It steals the joy from what's already here. It makes you forget how far you've come. Even when no one noticed. And even when you forgot to notice yourself. Instead of asking, why am I not there yet? Try asking, what small step did I take today? Because even one small step forward is still something to be proud of. You don't need to run after anyone. You just need to keep walking, at your own pace. Flowers don't look at the field next to them to decide when to bloom. They just need light, water, and a little time. Just like you. In the end, every relationship in your life is a reflection of the one you have with yourself. If you're always hard on yourself, you'll easily believe others will be too. If you're always trying to please everyone, you'll start to think love only comes when you're good enough. But when you learn to say no, to protect your peace, when you allow your emotions to exist without judgment, and when you honor the pace of your own journey, you begin to rebuild the deepest connection of all, the trust and love you have with yourself. A healthy relationship with yourself doesn't mean being positive all the time. It means being there for yourself, even on your hardest days. Knowing that no matter who leaves, no matter what happens, there's one person who will never abandon you. You. And maybe, when that relationship becomes warm and kind, every other relationship around you begins to soften too. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen all the way to the end of today's episode. I know life gets busy, so the fact that you chose to pause for a few minutes and reflect with me, that's such a beautiful gift already. If this episode touched your heart, please share it with someone who might need to hear it too, or simply save it as a gentle reminder that healing isn't about finding someone else, but about coming home to yourself and building a softer, kinder relationship with who you are. Don't forget to follow or subscribe so you won't miss future episodes of Heal and Grow Podcast. I'm Wendy, and I'll see you in the next one, where we'll slow down again to understand a little more and to love ourselves a little deeper.